Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Swanur Alia binti Muhammad Kamal Zaman and my metric number is 2024235588, and today I will be talking about case study of cybersecurity, which is the case of Peguam Negara Malaysia versus mkini.com, Sendirian Berhad and Anwar. First of all, let me explain the facts of the case. Malaysia Kini has published a news article on 9 July 2020 about the Chief Justice ordering courts to be fully operational. On the same day, five anonymous third-party comments appeared on the comment section. These comments accused the judiciary of corruption, being a laughingstock, freeing criminals, and etc. On the side note, Malaysia Kini admitted the comments were contemptuous. Attorney General applied for leave to start contempt proceeding, and the leave was granted. Malaysia Kini stated that they didn't write the comments. They didn't know these comments existed until 12 June after being informed by the police. They deleted the comments within 12 minutes after notified, and their system thought only filters banned words and not all harmful statements. The comments go live first and then will be flagged later. Next is the issues of the case. The court has to decide whether Malaysia Kini has rebutted the presumption of publication under Section 114A Evidence Act. Next, the court also has to decide whether the publication does require intention and actual knowledge. The next issue is, did Malaysia Kini intend to publish the insulting comments, making them liable for scandalizing the court? And the last issue is, should the doctrine of constructive knowledge stated by Attorney General be used to impose liability? So basically, doctrine of constructive knowledge means a legal principle where a person is treated as if they knew something, even when they did not actually know it because the circumstances suggest they should have known, which is the same in this case. Next is the judgment of the case. Malaysia Kini has successfully rebutted the presumption of publication, which they had no actual knowledge of the comments when they were posted. Next, actual knowledge is required, not constructive knowledge. Malaysia Kini was not a publisher at the time the comments first appeared. They also removed the comments within a reasonable time once notified. Therefore, they did not have intention to publish. Both respondents are not guilty of scandalizing the court. The committal application was dismissed. Next is the analysis of the case. The court emphasized that contempt is quasi-criminal, which requires strict proof and actual intent. Since Malaysia Kini only facilitates comments and does not pre-moderate them, treating them like traditional publishers would be unfair and unrealistic. The Communications and Multimedia Act uses a notice and take-down model, meaning platforms are liable only after they know about harmful content. Using the constructive knowledge test would force all websites to monitor 24/7, which will cause progressive censorship, disabling comment section altogether, and erosion of freedom of speech. Next is the critique for the case. The decision that was made by the court is progressive and aligned with global trends, which encouraging actual knowledge for online intermediary liability. It protects press freedom and prevents over censorship, while still requiring portals to act once notified. However, critics may argue that it gives online platforms too much flexibility and makes it harder to control harmful content that spreads quickly. The judgment strikes a balanced approach between freedom of expression and protecting judicial integrity, especially in a digital environment with massive volumes of user generated content. Last but not least is the conclusion for the case. In conclusion, the federal court held that Malaysia Kini was not guilty of contempt because it did not have actual knowledge of the offending comments at the time they were posted. and it was removed promptly after notified. Like stated in the case, since contempt is a quasi-criminal proceeding that requires clear intention and a high standard of proof, the doctrine of constructive knowledge could not be applied. This decision preserved the balance between freedom of expression, platform responsibility, and the need to protect the integrity of the judiciary. That's all from me. Thank you.